Hey folks, welcome to the farm. Welcome, welcome. The lens is dirty. Time out. T. That should be a little bit better. Hey guys, welcome to the farm vlog. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. It is not night, but it is Wednesday. I am experiencing a rainstorm. Welcome to the farm vlog. This is our Wednesday interactive live stream here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. I shaved my beard. I cut her back. I got to get a summer cut. It is super duper hot. So I shaved some years off of me. I've got a guy texting me, Shelton, if you're watching this, I'm going to call you. I'll call you, man. I'm going to call you. I called you this morning. I'm going to call you back. I promise. I promise. Well, welcome to the farm vlog, guys. Be sure and pound that like button as you come into the vlog today. I really appreciate that. Today is a beautiful day here on the farm, and I just got rained out because we got about this much rain, and it turned my work into snot. It turned the dirt basically into total disaster snot. We've had an excavator crew, and there haven't been a lot of videos up. So normally I'll post a video every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and try to post one every Tuesday. So that's right. Woo! I have not posted videos. I have been beating the bushes, man. I have been getting it, and I just haven't had time. I got off the tractor last night. I got off the backhoe last night at 10:19. That's how busy I've been. So I got up yesterday morning, sunrise, and got down $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Muhammad. I got off that tractor at 10:19, I do believe it was, 10:19. Man, if somebody hands you the keys to a track hoe and says, hey bud, you can use this, go for it, just put fuel in it. Holy cow, all the stuff you can get done on a farm with a track hoe. I did not waste 1 minute of it. When he came to pick it up today, he drove out in the field and he's like, gotta get it, man, gotta get it. I was like, okay, just one more scoop. So thanks a lot, Frank. If you're watching the channel today, thank you so much. I'm so blessed to have Frank. Frank helped me out a great deal on this last bit of land clearing. We'll take you guys around the farm in a future vlog and talk to you about what all we had done. There probably is only about 2.5, 3 acres of clearing that got done. However, the clearing was making up for some bad things that happened before. So I had a gentleman clearing land before, and he did a lot of work. He did a whole lot of work, and he did a really good job. But the last time he worked for me, he didn't do quite the good job that I thought he should have done. So I gave him the option. Do you want to work for me? If you want to work for me, you're going to have to do a good job. You can't leave me in a mess. If you want to work for me, fine. I want you to work for me. I want you to be my friend. Awesome. No more. Didn't hear anything else out of him. So that's it. So Frank did our first clearing. So the land, the grass that you see behind you was what Frank cleared when we first moved up here on the farm. So in other words, thank you, Lila Newton. Thank you all you guys for those super chats. Thank you all so much. Southern Fried, Midwestern Homestead. Thank you all so much. So when we first moved up here on our homestead, on our land, this little patch of grass wasn't grass. It was a briar patch. It was blackberries. The only real thing I regret with my YouTube channel is that I didn't start this sooner. I didn't start it until we were here for a year. But that piece of grass right there, there was no driveway here. There was nothing here. There were no fruit trees. There was nothing here. This was all woods down here in front of the house. You can't raise cows in the woods. You can't have pasture in the woods. And you can't have this view with the woods. Now you can have a nice secluded area, which was super cool. And it really made us feel exposed once we cleared that land off. However, that is a wonderful view. And you'll see over there, right there, it's the John Deere 5065. We've been over there bush hogging and mowing. Lots of cool videos. I've got a lot of video footage filmed. I just haven't been in to edit it. Thank you, William Hauser. Thank you. I know you super chatted before. Thanks, buddy. Trent Davenport, thank you so much. Guys, a lot of people have been asking what a super chat is. It's just basically a way that you can tip your YouTube guy. So that's it, pretty much. You get on Google and you sign up and you put your credit card information in there, which is credit card. But anyway, it's Google Pay. So that's what it is. Lakeem Muhammad, thank you. You don't have to do that, man. Keep doing it. Joe D, welcome. Again, this is a live stream, interactive. So guys, if you're catching it after the fact, you're going to catch me with a little bit of conversation going on between folks. So, on the docket for the next couple weeks, you'll notice, you haven't seen the video yet, but the baby chicks are out of the brooder and into the mobile coop, and they're out here moving daily. I just moved them probably 15 minutes before the rain started. I was also on the skid loader down by the creek clearing up some brush. We're making some brush piles. We had 3 huge fires on the farm over the last few days. So lots of clearing, lots of stuff, lots of action going on. What we're looking at here, Tressie Holmes, thank you. Guys, if I miss your super chat, I thank you so much. Every little bit helps. I got some grass seed to buy, and I'm not talking about a little grass seed. I'm talking about $3 grand worth of grass seed. So let's talk about what we got here. These are our big boy tomatoes. And you probably caught the video the other day, but these are those pots, those Jiffy peat pots that we planted these in. And they were planted on 4/21. So today's 5/8, I do believe. And they're doing absolutely fantastic. These are the bigger ones. This is the 36 pack. And I like the 72 pack too. So we've got the 72 pack, and the Roma sprouts a little bit slower and grows a little bit slower than the big boy. And this is the Roma, and they're half Roma, so this half is cherry tomatoes and this half is Romas. We won't plant the cherry tomatoes in the garden. We plant these up next to the house, and we plant the Romas down in the garden, and we also have another tray of Romas. Now, what's going on with this tray? Let me tell you what's going on. Teaching moment time. What I do here, and I'm going to grab my scissors. Stand by, time out, teaching moment. So, look at this little guy. I'm going to pull one of these out. See how these look kind of funky and stunted? Some of them look good, like that guy looks awesome, but the rest of them look kind of stunted. Well, first of all, let's look at these. Right here, we have one that's sprouting right there. It has 2 sprouts in it. We're going to pick the best one and leave. We're going to pick the best one and leave it and cut the rest of them out. Also, the same with this right here. So we're going to pick the best ones and we'll cut out the other ones. So we'll reach right in here and we'll cut this old crooked one out. We'll leave this guy. I should have done this several days ago. What's going on with these, the stunted growth situation, and the reason like this guy is yellowing. The reason they're yellowing like that is because they've been overwatered. Totally overwatered. So that is the entire scenario. On the outside corners of these Jiffy peat pots, if you decide to use them, the outside corners tend to dry out quicker. And here's another one that I need to thin. I can't do it left-handed. Let me hold them with my left hand and I'll show you how I thin them real quick. So this is kind of fun on a live stream. So we've got 3 little plants right here. I'm going to pick the one that's toward the center and the one with the most robust stalk and keep it and get rid of the rest. Okay? These little guys, these little trimmings, that little guy, you can get rid of it like that, or it'll just fall down in there and it'll dry up just like a dry leaf. Pretty cool. Got a bunch more to do that with. I have, when I plant my seeds, I normally plant 3 seeds to a hole, and then I'll thin them out. We also have other things. Let's pull them over here and show you. So, in this container, we have some cilantro, and we have Italian parsley. See how I have them labeled? I want to label 6 rows of each. So, this is, I believe, the cilantro. Yep. So, cilantro this way, and Italian parsley this way. And we'll watch these until they grow up to about that high, and then we'll transplant them into some raised beds that we're going to build on the channel. Cool. Now, hopefully we'll be building those raised beds in our backyard. And I talked this over with Mrs. Stoney Ridge. We need a composter close to the house. Not so close that we draw possums, mind you, but close enough to the house that we can compost and put our eggshells in the garden and utilize that stuff. It's a beautiful rain. This is a very pretty rain, guys. So we're going to build some planter boxes right here in the back of the house that the deer won't get to. They're going to come on our back porch, and we'll have all of our herbs and our lettuces and stuff like that, and we'll continually rotate that. This is north, that is south. So the south facing side will have all of our herbs. However, there are a lot of big trees back there, so they won't get blasted with sunlight, so they won't bake, they won't roast. And things like lettuce will bolt, or broccoli or anything like that, they'll bolt if you put them in too hot of a place. So that's the right thing to do. Hope you guys are learning. This is most educational Wednesday Night Live we've had in a while. I have not caught a break. This rainstorm is such a blessing. The pollen has been really, really thick. The thin track has been doing super awesome. We bush hogged basically the entire farm with the tough cut on the front of the bin track, saving us fuel, saving us time, and it actually cut better than the bush hog. We've got a video coming out on that pretty soon. This morning I finalized that video. I threw the drone up in the air and went over there and took a look at the field to show you the difference. There's a big difference in the quality of cut with a rear mounted. We have a woods bush hog or brush cutter or brush hog or whatever you call it wherever you're from. We call it bush hogging around here. There's a big difference in the cut. So half my beard did fall off. The animal reviews. It did fall off, man. I needed to get the summer cut on. Now, for all you die-hard fans, you super fans, it's time for giveaway. You want to do some giveaway stuff? We got a couple awesome giveaways. How do you like that teaser? It crashed right when I said I want to do a giveaway. Now that's a teaser. That's so funny. So we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to talk about our John Deere tractor. So the first person to name the horsepower of our John Deere tractor will get a super clean prize pack. That'll be the first person that I see here. 65, Stephen Beasley. Go to StoneyRidgeFarmer.com and shoot me an email. Stephen Beasley. Guys, don't cheat on this. If you do cheat on this, it just makes it no fun, and the giveaways will go away. That's no fun. Last week I had a bunch of people trying to cheat. You can't cheat. I'll go back and look. You can't cheat. So it's no use. It is a 65 horsepower. That John Deere 5065 is a 65 horsepower, 63 PTO horsepower tractor. All I need for this farm, but I sure would like about 100 horsepower with a batwing bush hog that's about 20 foot wide, because, buddy, we've spent some time mowing. The upper field that's directly behind you, the southernmost point of the farm, is 5 acres of almost pure ladino clover. That's that little white top clover. If you ever wondered what that's called medium ladino clover. That's what the honeybees like. So we've got a huge field of that planted for the honeybees. They are doing absolutely wonderful. Honeybee videos coming soon. I've got all this stuff recorded, guys. I just haven't had time to get it out. I went and bought a truckload of honeybee supplies because we went from 3 hives to 13 hives. We caught 4 swarms in one day. That day we did 3 swarms. We actually caught another one later that day. So, there's a lot going on. The tulip poplar. It's easy enough for me to reload the app every time we crash. But we crashed again. That is a lot of bees. That's a lot of work. I'm gonna sell some bees. Mickey Summers, don't say lame yet, man. I get on it pretty quick, buddy. I get on it pretty quick. I love some honey. Do I ship to the beach? So I don't know about honey this year because all those swarms most likely will not produce honey. Some of those swarms will have to be combined because some of them will inevitably not do so well. That's right. Smash the like button. 218 people in here. It's probably been 1,000 people through here. Everybody hit the like button, please. It'd be awesome. How's the family doing out for the rain? So this rain is awesome. Hey! Stop eating grass! My female German Shepherd eats everything. She stopped eating her poop finally. She stopped pooping in the kennel. She's kind of young. She's kind of a pup. She ate one of the tomato plants here just a minute ago and puked it up on the porch. Ah! And everybody said, well, her tummy's upset. She's got to eat grass. No, she's eating grass all the time. Her stomach's not upset all the time. She's about 1.5 years old, and her stomach's not upset all the time. It can't be. It can't be upset that much. Tonight, what's for supper? Walmart, over at the Walmart, they sell these packs of ribs, pre-made ribs. Have you guys had any of those? So they're already cooked. They're sitting in barbecue sauce, and basically you just cut them open, set them in there, put them in the oven, and boom, you've got fallen off the bone, awesome ribs. Now, are they super duper awesome? I mean, they're okay. They're ribs in a vacuum seal bag. They're good. They're good. And they're quick. And they're awesome. I think so. So that's what's for supper tonight. No, that's just wrong. Lost Creek Farm, you should spend 93 hours smoking your ribs. To an extent, I agree. Absolutely. To an extent, I agree. If you've got the time to sit there and set up the smoker, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like food on the grill, a barbecue grill, not a propane grill. There's nothing like food cooked on a barbecue grill. I've subscribed to a new theory on barbecue grills. And let me explain this theory to you guys, and you can tell me what you think. I'm only going to buy the little smoky, I guess you call it little smoky grill, the little Weber grill that's about this big, and I'm going to use it, and when I get done with it, after it rots in 1.5 years or 2 years, which it normally does, I'm going to throw it away or recycle it, and I'm going to get another one. The sun is peeking through. It's pretty. Every grill I've ever bought has lasted 2 to 3 years max and fallen apart. It's because I'm salting, it's getting hot, it's getting cold. So why in the world am I spending $200, $300 on a grill when it's just going to fall apart? Look how pretty it is. Man, that is so pretty. Hold on. Let's just shut up for a minute. Look at that. Man. That used to be a briar patch. If you don't know what briars are, Google it. Me and my wife, before we bought our property here, I took her here to show it to her. She had her doubts, man. She didn't see what I saw. She didn't see this vision. We picked blackberries. We picked enough blackberries up here to make like 5 pints of blackberry jam. Half pints of blackberry jam. And that was a field of blackberries. It's come a long, long way. Beautiful rain. And my flag's getting rained on. You are right. Jeep's coming along. Ooh, Jeep update. Time for Superfans Jeep update. Let's get back over here and block the pretty view and put my face in there. So, you guys were right. 100% right. Josh cleaning that Jeep frame up with just wire wheels and sanding sponges and sandpaper and all that stuff is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So, we got a dustless blaster coming. So we're gonna hire it out. I didn't know how inexpensive it was to have a sandblast guy come out and do this. He actually doesn't use sand. It's recycled glass. Glass beads or whatever. It's pouring down rain. $20 ISX Cummins. that'll help towards the sandblasting on the Jeep. So I've got the chassis of the Jeep over here, sitting by the $100 truck. Let me turn you over that way a little bit. So right behind, that's the Jeep chassis right there behind the $100 truck, behind in front of the Oldsmobile. So that's what's up. That's what's up with the Jeep. We're gonna go ahead and sandblast it. It is absolutely overwhelming to try and get into every nook and cranny. Came over, was it Andrew S. Came into some overtime at work. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. A lot of folks. Look at my dogs. Look at these guys. Oh, where are you at, guys? What y'all doing? Look at these dogs. Just a mess. They fully have the option to be up here on the porch with me, but they don't want to be. Wind's picking up. Oh, man. Well, guys, I want to thank you all so very much. I think, when are the hams coming out of the salt box? Okay, let's talk hams real quick. Let's talk about two more things, two more subjects. The hams are out of the salt box. So the hams came out of the salt box. If you guys haven't seen the video, Google old-timey Appalachian hog kill and you'll find it, or old-timey Appalachian hog processing and you'll find it. We did a 3 or 4 part series on that, and the hams are hanging in the smokehouse still. So they came out of the salt box 2 weeks after we put them in there. Hey, Mike, it's raining there too. Mike's over the hill. So they came out of the salt box 2 weeks after we put them in there. The meat had absorbed enough salt to cure it, and then we hang them in the smokehouse, and they develop this sheet of mold over top of them. It's been 14 months now, something like that, 14, 16, 18 months, so my dad is getting itchy to pull them down. He wants to put them in the freezer, because they'll still cure in the freezer, just like they are curing out in the wintertime and hanging up in the smokehouse. So we call it the smokehouse, but it's not really a smokehouse. It's just a shed that we've always cured our hams in, and it has a specific type of mold that gives our country hams a taste that no other country ham on earth has. And that's wherever you live. If you cure country ham, or if you cure meats like that, wherever you live, the meat will taste different. It'll taste different in every area of the world. And even in Italy, if you look at Italy, like the boot, it'll taste different on the tip of the boot than it will on the heel of the boot or the top of the boot. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people have commercialized it, but that's what's going on with the country hams. Dad has hit me up. He said, "Man, they get down and get them hams out." I want to interview my dad and just let him talk a little bit. Thank you, Mad Jeeper, for the shirt compliment. Yeah, these are our shirts. There's a link down in the video description if you want to pick up a shirt. These are our Stoney Ridge Speed Shop. And they say on the back, "Dig, baby, dig." Don't get a lot of shots of the back. Dig, baby, dig. Good stuff. That's what I was going to say once we get the Jeep all fixed up and we get in a mud hole. I'm going to dig, baby. Woo! Good stuff. Well, there comes a time at 25 minutes that we must say goodbye. Goodbye, Lila. Ventrac to the rescue. We're going to do a tug of war. We're going to hook the $100 truck to the back of the Ventrac. Would you guys like to see that, first of all? Would that be something awesome? We're going to hook the $100 pickup truck to the back of the Ventrac, and we're going to see who can pull who. First, we're going to do it on grass, and we're going to see if the Ventrac will outpull it. Then, we're going to do it on pavement and see if the Ventrac will outpull it. Then, if the Ventrac outpulls the $100 pickup truck on pavement, then we're going to hook up the Cummins. And that Cummins is probably going to pull that Ventrac all over creation. So, if I do that, you guys promise me you'll share that video on your social media outlets whatever, if you're on Facebook or whatever, promise me you'll share it. That'll be a really fun one. It has nothing to do with farming, and everybody will say, oh, it's a gimmick. It's me having fun, and that's what this channel's about. Learning, teaching, farming, having fun, enjoying stuff, learning about new tractors, learning about how to build a driveway, how to paint the fence, you know what I mean? How to stroke a paintbrush. I mean, how to install windows. Anything and everything. That's what this channel's about. It's about life. It's about real life. It's something real. And I enjoy sharing it with you. So, guys, thanks a lot. Got a lot to do. I just scratched off tilling the garden tomorrow. Thank goodness. That scratched off the list because it's just going to be too darn wet. Lots of fun stuff to come here on the farm vlog over the next few weeks. It's raining. I'm going to get in the office, start editing a video or this weekend's videos, and we'll have, that was another crash, by the way. We'll have automotive content every Friday. My goal is to have automotive content every single Friday. We will not have a Willie's Jeep video this Friday because I'm not doing anything until I get the frame sandblasted, and the dude couldn't come out until next Wednesday. But we will have automotive content every Friday. That's a new rule I'm going to try and live my life by. I want to have automotive content Friday. I want to have some chicken stuff on Tuesday, farm animal stuff on Tuesdays, and then we're wild card throughout the rest of the week. Live streams whenever live streams see fit. I hope you guys enjoyed some of those live streams we had this week while we were working in the excavator. That was a really, really good time. Ooh, the birdhouse behind me. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is a future video. I'll show you real quick though. Our honeybees, we have a local supplier that builds our honeybee boxes. It's called Triad Bee Supply. Those guys sell online, both online and in a retail store about an hour south of us. And whenever we ride down there, they always have something new, something cool, something original, something I've never seen before. There's a video coming out on this. But if you guys have stuck around this long, most people don't stick around this long if they're watching it after the fact, but you guys have stuck around, so let's show you what this thing is. It's not a birdhouse. Oh. So, features. Check out these little cute burned on little bees. This is handmade, by the way. This is a bee house. Now, the next super clean giveaway, if you guys can tell me what this bee house is for. Let's hear it. We'll do 2 super clean giveaways tonight. I'm not getting any chat. No live chat. No live chatter. Mason bees. Mason bees. I think Hap Newson said that. Hap Newson. Email me. Go to StoneyRidgeFarmer.com, buddy. Shoot me an email. This is a mason bee house. So this is all hand built with a spider on it. Go away. This is all hand built out of cypress. Let me show you how it works. The mason bees have not set up camp in here yet. Nope. I hope not. I did have a wasp set up camp. So this is the little house that the mason bees live in, and you can order these. You can call up or go online to triadbeesupply.com. This is a mason bee house. Inside, this is just to shelter this apparatus. And let me show you. There's a certain size hole, and in the video that I do all about this, I'll tell you all about the hole. I can't remember if it's 3/8 or 1/4 inch. I think it's a 3/8 inch hole. But this is what the mason bee likes. And the mason bee is a native pollinator. Honeybees are not native pollinators. So the Italian honeybee that we see here every day on the farm, and that you see and that you raise maybe in your bee yard, is not native to the continental United States. It's not a native pollinator. This houses mason bees, and they're a native pollinator. They go in these little holes right here, and they're called a mason bee because they take mud, and they go in, they lay an egg, they take some pollen in there with it, and then they seal it off with mud, and that's the mason part. And then they'll lay another egg and seal it off, and they can determine the sex of the baby somehow, some way. You can research if you want to. This is designed, it has a bicycle or inner tube, not a bicycle inner tube, but just an inner tube. So every year you can, that thing went boing. Every year you can clean it. And how you clean it is you just open it up and you can just spray it out, scrub it clean, and then put it back together. All these little pieces are separate, just like that. This is a artisan-made Mason bee house. And if you order one from Triad Bee Supply or you call Triad Bee Supply, let those guys know that you saw it on Stoney Ridge Farmer, because John he doesn't pay me to tell you this stuff. He's just a great guy, just good people, and I like to support good people. Let me show you how this goes back together. There's a video coming out totally dedicated to this, and we'll talk more about it. There's my rubber band. So, if you want to support native pollinators and you don't want to keep honeybees in your yard, you don't want to do all that work, you can do something for native pollinators right here. These are not to be confused with those bumblebees that are carpenter bees that dig holes in your deck. These are mason bees. They're a tiny solitary bee that won't bother you if you don't bother him. Most likely, even if you do bother him, he won't bother you. So set this little guy here. You can hang it by a hook or a nail, and mason bees will come and pollinate your garden. Guys, thanks a lot. Darren Adams, we are in central North Carolina, near Martinsville, Virginia. We're about 10 minutes away from the Martinsville line. We're in a town called Stoneville, North Carolina. So, guys, thanks a lot. 296 people. Let's get it up to 200 likes. I know we can do that. Come on. Yeah, this is an Amish. I call this, somebody just said this was an Amish look. I call this the bowl of gravy chin. It's as if I took a bowl of gravy and went and dipped my chin in it. Bowl of hair gravy. It's much, much more comfortable than that hot beard. Stephen Beasley says 454 SS. Jesco. That's Jesco. Jesco's sitting over here out in the rain. I took Jesco out of the shed down here, and I took the Oldsmobile out. I haven't named the Oldsmobile because I don't think I'm going to keep it. I want it. I love it. It's beautiful, but we have too many vehicles. Mrs. Stoney Ridge says something's got to go. So anyway, Jesco's doing good. Jesco's timing is off, and Jesco needs to be retimed. And I've never timed an engine, so I'm kind of waiting on a mechanic buddy to come over here so we can time it. So, thanks a lot, guys. Oh, this past weekend, 295 people in here. Now I know we can get it to 300 likes. Come on, man. This past weekend, video coming soon about this. We ran into, weekend before last, we went to the Mother Earth News Fair, and I told you guys I'd be there. I met a couple of you out there. Super awesome. We also met up with some of the folks from Turtle Island, some of the folks from Eustace Conway's place. So, stop texting me, people. So we met up with some folks from Eustace Conway's place. We got an invite extended to us from last weekend, and we went to Eustace Conway's place last weekend, and we spent some time alone with Eustace and got to talk to him. It was a very nice experience, very moving experience. This was called Families Learning Together. If you guys get a chance, next year we'll mention when it goes on again. We're going to start working with Turtle Island a little bit, and working with Eustace. Hopefully when they do their hog slaughter next year, we'll be up there. So hopefully, once again, we'll be at Turtle Island. We'll be working with Eustace Conway some more. We'll be speaking with them. Hopefully we'll be speaking on Turtle Island. We'll be doing some more stuff with those guys. My goal is to get the farm settled here and get out on the road so I can see you guys and so I can teach. If there's anything I have to do, I think if there's any calling that I have in my life, it's teaching, and that's what I want to do. I want to teach. I want to show people how to do this stuff. I think it's awesome. So, thanks all you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get in the editing room right over in there after I enjoy a nice man beverage on the porch. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm, guys. Woo! 242 likes. Come on, 300. Everybody give me a woo. Woo!